Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. Is your day going good? I hope it is going well. I feel like this week has been a long, dragged out week. Like I feel like I woke up today and I was like, it's only Thursday. Like I feel like it's a Friday and it's not. I feel like we should initiate, well, I would say I feel like we should have one more day during the week that's a weekend. Anybody else agree? If you have a little kid, you probably do not, because weekends, I remember weekends being harder than during the week. Just because you don't stick to routine and everything's thrown out the window. I feel like routine helps, especially when you have little kids. But when you get older, I feel like during the week it's just like, okay, it's the 9 to 5 or whatever time, grind. And then the weekends are the time to relax and enjoy and have fun. And so, I don't know, maybe it changes. Who knows? I don't know. But anyways, today it's just feeling long this week. And that's okay, because you know what? That's life. This is life. This is real life. This is how it really, really looks. You see the same thing pretty much every day because we do the same thing pretty much every day. So we had a good day yesterday. It was just a good afternoon. I filmed a little bit and got done. And then it was like, took the kids and I ended up walking a lot last night. I was tired. I was very tired last night, which is good. I need to kind of get back into that routine a little bit. And so it gets hot. And so I walk in the morning with Maxine, but the nighttime walk, it's one of those like, it's really sweaty. And so you have to be extra motivated to really want to walk in the sweat. Yes, you can go swimming, but it's been raining, it's been kind of yucky, and it just hasn't felt like amazing. And so sometimes when you're in the pool and it's sunny, it's like, who wants to swim, to exercise? Nobody. Do you know what I mean? And so I did a lot of walking. So I felt really good last night and came home and just went to bed, which was good. And so I talked to Greg for a little bit and then just went to bed. So good sleep. Woke up today. I'm like, okay, I gotta do stuff. I got dishes all in the sink. We came home. We're gone yesterday, most of the afternoon. So dishes just get put in the sink because everybody's coming home late, eating late. Flatbread tacos, winner, all gone but one. So I had everything but one flatbread. So 7 of them got eaten. So it was not too much, which is a good thing. And then I kind of sat and I got a list together of food to kind of make for the next few days and the weekend. And I'm like, what am I gonna do today? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what today's food's gonna be, but I'll figure it out as the day rolls on. But I do have to do things. We have a kitchen to clean up. I have dishes to load in the dishwasher. And I think I'm gonna be moving my bedroom around a little bit. I am a mover. Anybody else a mover? I grew up moving things around all the time. Like that, it's just what I did. Like at my friend's house, the furniture would sit in the same spot for 50 years. That's just the way it was. My mom would move things around all the time. I loved it. I love change. Greg would come home. We'd be first married. He'd come home and he'd be like, oh, you moved the living room around. Oh, you moved this around. And I still do that. Kids are like, oh, you move this in the kitchen. You move this. You're at home all the time as a mom, and it kind of gives a little bit of like different perspective to the area right now. So now in the mountain house, I kind of had to get away from that because there wasn't a whole lot to be able to move around. We could move our couch a little bit upstairs in different patterns, and downstairs bedrooms kind of stayed about the same. A couple times we could move them, but there really wasn't a whole lot you could do in the rooms. The girls and then the boys, they could move theirs around, but like our bedroom had to kind of stay the same. And so here I'm like, okay, we haven't done really a whole lot in the house yet. We've got some stuff on the wall, but that's it, and that's okay. Slow and steady, that's the key. And so I'm stuck on how things have to look. The living room has to stay that way. Furniture has no other way to fit in the house, and there's no other method. The fan's right here, it's gonna blow and you're not gonna be able to hear me. I didn't realize that until editing. There's an air conditioning vent and it comes down, hits my microphone. So anyways, and so and upstairs, same way. So I have like my office I can change around, my bedroom I can change around, and the kids, their rooms, the girls have kind of turned their room around. Actually, no, they never did they? Yes, they did. Autumn did and Maddie did a little bit, and the boys the same way. So I just had our bedroom, we keep moving our bed different walls, which is good. It helps us figure out what do we really love. So our setup right now we really like. It's not bad, but we are going to have to do a little bit. I have to move some of my office stuff. My office is going to be temporarily used, which is awesome. And so I need to move my stuff downstairs, not today, but over the next few weeks. And so I thought, I could start on moving my bedroom around because I got to do a flip of the furniture, and it's a task because the bed is heavy. We have carpet, so it's a whole lot harder to move a bed on carpet. I got to take the mattress off and then slide the bed and yada, 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 find cords, all this stuff. We don't really have much in there, but I'm like, you know what? Maybe today will be a good day to do that because I need to acclimate to like, all right, is this going to be how our room is? I think I'll put it back to the way it was when we first moved in, which is good. So we've only got 3 walls to try it on. So I figured, you know what? We'll go back to the OG one and see if that one is the one we enjoy. So it's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna have a good day. I'm gonna get some things accomplished. How about you? You're gonna get some stuff accomplished? I don't know what that looks like. Maybe you have a whole lot you don't know what you can do. Well, maybe today's a cleaning day. Maybe you'll deep clean your bedroom today, or dust a little bit more, or who knows, organize something, weed something out, or make some food. I'm not sure what you'll do, but whatever it is, do it with like, okay, I'm gonna put my whole effort in here and get this done. It's gonna be great. It'll make, and then you know what? The day will go by, and pretty soon it'll be close to dinner time, and then like after dinner, and then like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then your whole day is done. It's like, okay, you made it through another day today. So you ready for an amazing day? All right, let's start loading dishwasher so we can get that rolling, and then just kind of wipe the kitchen. Really won't have to do a whole lot, and then we'll go in the bedroom. So you ready? All right, let's go. Okay, in my bedroom now, out there, I got the vacuum going. Good enough for out there. I'm not worried about super perfection and like deep cleaning things. I should, but we'll do that another day. I'm gonna focus on in here. So this is it. There's not a whole lot to my bed. Bed, 2 nightstands, and we got a couple chairs in here. So all I wanna do is switch from there to this wall. So the reason why I move around a lot, because I'm crazy. No, the reason why I like this setup is because there's 2 outlets right where the nightstands go. So it makes sense that they're right there. So then this wall is where the TV is supposed to go. It's still got the pieces where they took the arm, for the TV holder off the wall, and we don't have anything up there, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I am quite okay with that. Very content doing social media and not having my house perfect. In my old house, I got it set up, and yeah, it looked great, but that took me years to do. We lived there for, was it 8 years? We lived there for 8 years, not in the house. We lived for that house for 6 years. 6 years in that house, so I got to take time. If you guys should have saw it in the beginning. I don't even think I vlogged in the beginning. I did a little bit. I'm just thinking there was some beginning, but yeah, there was. I did, I'm sorry. There were some beginning ones in there, but yeah, definitely did not have. I had these reddish curtains, yeah, it was a whole different vibe. I wasn't sure what I was going after in there, but it just takes time. So same thing with this house. I just don't feel like it's like, even though it's your home, it doesn't feel like it's your home. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like my kitchen, I feel like I like my kitchen. I'm set with my kitchen. Living room, kind of set with my living room with things. And so the bedrooms are always the last things to get done, I think, and I find, especially when you got kids, you got to pay for water and food and yada, 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 all those good things. So we've had the bed on this wall. Over here, this is where I think we put it. Ooh, when we first moved in, it was on this wall. There's only 1 cord plug right there, and there's one on that wall over there, which will be no big deal for the nightstands now, but at the time, I don't think, did we have nightstands? No, I gave them to my older children. We got smaller ones, so it was just a weird setup for what we had. And then I moved it to this wall, which was good. That was fine there too, but there's only 1 plug in the middle of the wall again. And so then we moved it to this wall, and we're like, okay, we like that setup there. Like we had it over here because we had the theater chairs over here, and we just had more stuff in here. But then we decided we're not going to be using black leather theater chairs, so time to get rid of those. So we did, and then now I have it over here, and I'm like, okay, I like that setup, but I also have to bring down my office, which consists of 2 tables, the vinyl cutter, and 2 little small tables. And so I'm like, I need to come up with room. So the way this sets up, it's like I could put it all along this wall, but I only have this wall. And so over here, if I move this stuff over here, I'll have this entire wall in the corner. So I'm thinking over here will be best. It'll be a little, it's not going to be crowded. it's plenty of room in here. I just need to finagle a way to make it work. So I'm thinking, let's do that. So first, I'm still sliding the bed because it's going to be heavy. It's carpet. Impossible to move a bed on carpet. But if I just flip that mattress up against the wall, I'm going to get that nightstand on it, flip the mattress up against the wall, then I'll be able to move the bed and just kind of shimmy that mattress. You'll see Amy struggle, but we'll do good. So that is what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna need to move this stuff out of the way, and then I'm just gonna bring you. I'm gonna bring you and do what we're gonna do today. All right, so I'm not gonna vacuum the floor. I know, you should, Amy. I'm not going to, because the vacuum usually gets over here all the time anyways, because it's where we step, and the robot vacuum gets over here. Anyway, so it goes under the bed and everything, so I'm not worried about that. So Maxine's like, what are you doing to my space, mommy? So we're gonna take the mattress and I'm gonna flip it up against the wall, because it'll slide off easy that way, I'm thinking, and then I can just shimmy it down and pull it back on. But you're gonna have to flip it, because the bed is gonna turn, right? All right, so you gotta pay attention what side's which side. Or actually, it might be a good time to flip the mattress. Let me do that. Let me flip it up, and then I'll do a 180. Okay, let's do that. Forget, this mattress is ridiculously heavy. Ridiculously heavy, so I'm gonna struggle a little bit here. Okay, it's heavy, it's so heavy. So I'm thinking to take the top thing off. It's got a topper and it's heavy. So we take that off first, and then the mattress will be a lot easier from what I remember. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of work. I'm like, it's so heavy to move. Okay, I put Maxine under here for safekeeping. You're right there, all nice and safe. Just so nothing falls on you. She's like, what are you doing, mommy? Okay, now I've got to shimmy the bed to make it turn over here. I think we can do it slowly. From what I remember, I don't think it's that heavy. So pull and turn, pull and turn. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, it won't be, now I'm debating because I realize there's a lot of space. Do we make it even? Do I move it over to the left more and put a chair? Because I'm gonna have to fit a bunch of stuff on this side. I love my little lounger over here, but with that feather, it's not gonna be too weird. Let me try to smush as much as I can this way. We're not going for aesthetic here, we're just going for what's gonna work. So I think, trying to measure it out, I'm like, I think I'll just have to do it this way. Maybe I'll just put a chair at the end here, we'll see. Let's try to maneuver this back on, we got this. Okay, I gotta get a couple extension cords because this one I can plug in over here, but I'm gonna need one to reach, and it's like where the mattress is right up. So I gotta see if I got a flush one. Hopefully, I don't even know where did I put my extra cords at? Probably in my bedroom. Let me look up. Okay, I think I cleaned out the garage. This is the moment. We've been here for what, 2.5, going on 3 years now. I had a whole box of indoor extension cords. We've had them for years. We haven't used them for anything. They've been in the garage and just taking up space. So today would be one of those days that I could use one so it wouldn't take up space, but that's okay. But I went up to my Christmas tree box and got an extension cord. So I wanted one that was flat because the bed, I feel like it goes right up to the wood part. But we'll see. Again, just a couple flaws and minor things. But I think there's a plug in top, so I can probably plug this in here, use this to set for Greg's stuff so he has mine can go over to the plug on the wall. So I'm thinking we'll just make this work. That was a big thing to move. So I'm thinking this will work for now. I'm like, okay, I could move this over a little bit, but I feel like I'm gonna lose space over here. And I just don't know. I can always like shimmy it over. That's something I can do, like kind of push it over to get it to go over more here if I want to. I just don't know. I'm not sure how everything's gonna go in here yet. So for now, it's good. Let's make the bed. Okay, it messes up your whole plug-in area because I have my headphones into my earbuds go into my lamp, and then my plug goes in the wall. Well, now my plug is too short. So I have to make a note to order a longer plug if this is how we're gonna keep the room, so that the cord can fit into bed easily. And then I can put that one back in. All right, it's part of the moving around game. So now I gotta figure out how to put the chair. I mean, this part is not gonna be, it's pretty much empty. But I have to bring down desks. I have to bring down a bunch of stuff in here. So how is that gonna look? I'm not sure yet. Do I take my nice chair over here? But then it's like, I'm not sure how I'm gonna put my desk. I gotta think for a minute. Okay, I just sat, got a drink, and I sat in here for a minute and just looked around. I'm like, how am I going to do this? So I'm thinking, I gotta put Maxine's, she's a given. Her little stairs go right here at the end of the bed. That's so she can climb up. I'll put her bed over here in the corner. I don't know if she'll like it over there because then she's away from the door, but we'll see. I'll have her one upstairs I'll be bringing down here as well. So I'll probably keep that in the kitchen again. So then I'm thinking my desk upstairs, I have 2 desks and I have a vinyl printer, and so our vinyl cutter. So I'm thinking desk right here because I'm gonna need a plug, one right here. The vinyl printer is one of those ugly looking things that you're not gonna be able to hide it anywhere. I have zero place to put it. I'm looking around. Yeah, no, the garage, it'd be one more thing shoved in the garage. Garage is full. Garage is full. It'd be one more thing to shove in there. So could I? I could, but yeah, I don't want to right now. Not until I know I'm not going to use it at all. I've been using it for making bags, that kind of fun stuff. I don't know. It's one of those things I don't feel the need to get rid of just yet. So that I'm thinking desk here, the one I work on, the vinyl cutter right there, and then another desk right here. And then I've got 2 little like storage things that holds files and like miscellaneous stuff, so I can just stick those under that one desk. So that will work. And I don't know about carpet and moving your chair. I probably have to get one of those plastic things to slide a little bit easier, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then I'm thinking, so then it kind of leaves this whole area open because I do film in here, and I do like to sit in here. The kids, are in the living room. So I'm thinking, why don't I just make us a little sitting area? So I've got 2 chairs here. So I'm thinking, just slide his over and put mine more against the wall. Like again, it's not gonna be aesthetic looking, but it's more about what is gonna work for right now. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? So let me get all Maxine's toys off the floor and then we'll move the chair over and see what we got. I gotta do some thinking. I can't put my computer over here because the only plug is up there. I'd be running a huge extension cord all the way over here and that's just not gonna happen. So it kind of has to go here. Let me move these chairs around a little bit. Let me do some thinking. Again, I just have to go, okay, this is good enough because this is what we're gonna do. Okay, a little bit of figuring out. Good enough for now. So what was my logic behind here? I'm like, I wanted the chair, I just didn't like the chairs over there. I feel like they took up so much space. So I'm thinking I'd rather work right here. And I can be able to hear things and go back and forth, and then I only need the cords like at one spot. So if I literally put a desk right there, I know it'll be either over there from the window, I'm not sure, or off the wall, there's a plug. And then the other ones don't necessarily have to have plugs. I can run an extension cord to it, which I will. So I'm thinking, let me utilize this space, even though when you look, you know, when you look in your bedroom, you want to be able to see like the chairs, but I'm like, well, I really don't have a whole setup. It's just a chair. So I'm thinking, why don't I just do my workstation right here? That'll be fine. It is what it is. And then you know what? Then I was able to plug the chair in. There's relaxing over there. I can sit over here. So the only bad thing is Maxine's going to be inconvenience. I took the thing at the end of my bed, stuck it up against the window. She might like sitting up there looking out the window because lizards get all over that window all the time, and she'd be a little closer. And nowhere else, I'm trying to think anywhere else in the house. She's not near windows. The back door she can kind of see out, but that's obviously it. The rest she's got to climb up on the couch. So I'm thinking she might enjoy sitting there. We'll see. But then her stairs, my bed is really tall, so it just won't be an immediate, you can climb up on my stairs. So I'm not sure. I might end up moving that back. It just blocks the way right here. So I'm just, you know what? For now, and I just moved the bed over a little bit. We're gonna leave it as is right now. Kind of see like what works, doesn't work over the next little while, and then I'll be bringing all my stuff down from upstairs, and then we'll figure it out. So again, it's about functionality, not aesthetic right now. But all right, that was a job and a half. More like 2 times the job. So this is good in here. Let's go out and see what else we can do today. And even though I just changed my bedding on Monday, I was like, you could just use it. I could use a refresh in midweek, so I threw that in. Alright, done in the bedroom, so I am going to, yesterday I made a fruit smoothie and I really liked it, so I'm going to make another one today. So I have in here pineapple, let me put some stuff in here, and strawberries. I'm going to put some pineapple juice and coconut milk and just let it mix up. It was good. Smells really good. I did put coconut extract in there because I have a lot of it. It's actually really thick. So I figured I'd put it to good use in my smoothie. Okay, gotta come in the kitchen and do something. So what I did was I have my breadsticks. Now these are gone. I never have leftovers, but what did I do? I switched up the dough on accident. Remember when it overflowed in my oven? So these were sub bun bread, and the sub buns were breadstick bread. Nice and soft and squishy and wonderful. I kept one little piece for breakfast sandwiches tomorrow. So I'm thinking, because you know what, they're just harder. Yeah, you can reheat them, but it's like, they're just whatever. So what I'm thinking, I was gonna just throw away, and then I thought, why don't I kind of bake it so that they get dried out? We'll grind them and make breadcrumbs. Hello, I don't know why I forget that a lot. even with my end pieces of bread, I always throw them away. Save them, Amy, because that's how you can make your own breadcrumbs. So I'm just gonna put these in the oven and just let them kind of cook for a while. Until we're tired of them being in the oven. And then what I'm thinking, I was looking forward to what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna have to open and change the battery. So bread flour's gotta get open and change the battery. So I've been putting this one off. I know it's not a huge inconvenience. Time to refill. Do this fill up. Again, this one is a dog food container. Yes, a dog food container has the seal. It works the best. I would just use I had these in my old house in my pantry because I had the space. Here I don't really have the space for them except over in this closet. And so I got these and I can put those in my drawers. And they work good. I don't really need a big thing of everything anymore. But I do keep the flour and sugar. I keep a bread flour, a regular flour, and sugar because I get the big giant bags of it. So it fills up this, and then I'll use the rest up today. Okay, so I'm just getting a recipe online because, again, never made this before, so we will see how this works. So what it is it is 2/3 cup of warm milk and 1/2 cup of water. So I just measure that. I heat it up in the microwave at the same time. And then I could probably mix it all in there, but I'll do this. 2 teaspoons of yeast. And then a tablespoon of sugar. I didn't see any of it. So sorry. Mix it up in here. Or in your mixer, either one. And then into the mixer here, I'm going to add that mixture in there. I'm going to add a tablespoon of oil, a teaspoon of salt, and 3 cups of bread flour and let the mixer do the work. All right, that's got a little ball in there. I'm gonna let that sit and let it rise up. You can put a ferment setting on there. One of my viewers asked me about how you take it off and how to like remove the paddle. The top, it looks like you kind of twist it. Like, you know, it goes one direction. There's a little knob, I think you twist it the other way and that will remove that blade. I've never done that. I just clean it really carefully. So try that, do it. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I was looking, I'm like, I've got a list. I was gonna do stuff this weekend and tomorrow, and then I'm like, I can do some of it today. So I'm gonna go to my cookbook here. I'm excited. My other one should be arriving tomorrow. I'm super excited for that. But homemade chocolate syrup. This is something we've been doing this year. And the reason why I never did it before is because we could always get it cheap, like at the store, at the discount store. It was always a cheap thing to get. So now chocolate syrup is a whole lot, and so I started making it. Night and day, delicious. Even if I could afford it, even if I could afford to pay $12 for a 2 bottles of syrup at Sam's Club, yeah, I wouldn't. Right here, make it. It's delicious. This is way better tasting. So what you're gonna do is you put a cup of cocoa in here, 3 cups of sugar, pinch of salt, 2 cups of water, and a tablespoon of vanilla, and then you just whisk it up. Bring it to a boil over here. You boil it for 220 degrees. You gotta get the right temperature. It's about 5 to 7 minutes. It's all about the right temperature. And when I do like no-bake cookies, all those things, whenever you have to do anything with sugar, and you're like, but people say just boil it 1 minute, 2 minutes. I feel like I've lived in the mountains, I've lived in Michigan, I lived here in Florida with humidity, and I feel like it's not really 2 minutes, or it's not really 3 minutes. It really does vary depending on the humidity and the elevation and everything else. So I've learned to use a thermometer and do it to the temperature, and then it works out good. So let me put all of that in here. I just noticed there's a recipe on the side for chewy cocoa brownies, and I'm like, I wonder if that would be something good too. Sometimes these on the package recipes are amazing. I may have to try some. Okay, let me keep adding stuff. Okay, moving right along, getting some stuff done. Something else I wanted to do was bean salad. I made this 3-bean salad, I don't know, was it a month ago? It was really good, very, very good. I know I was trying to look for wax beans to go on it, but I understand wax beans are kind of, I don't think they taste about the same as green beans from what I remember. I don't know, just the color. But I had this written down and I'm like, I really enjoyed this. But do you think I'm gonna make it exactly the same way as I did last time? No, because I think last time I was like, what goes in this? So I'm gonna do a little bit different this time. And that is quite all right. So I'm gonna take a can of garbanzo beans. We're gonna strain these. I'm actually gonna rinse them too. And kidney beans. And green beans. Just in the bottom of the can here. I also remember I had more in the refrigerator. So, let's see what you got. Okay, that should be plenty. So what I'll do for mine is I have some celery, I've got onion, and I've got a little bit of green pepper. I'm gonna chop that up, add it to the beans, and I'm gonna make vinegar. My dressing's gonna be oil, vinegar, sugar, celery seed, and salt and pepper. I think that's it. Mix it up, taste, it'll be great. Anybody else remember this from the salad bar at Wendy's when they were a kid? I didn't like it as a child at all. Nope, not at all. I'm like, I did not like it, but now I do as an adult. My mom and I would find to have many things in common as I age. So let me cut this up here and we'll add it to here. Okay, you know what I added to this now? When I do what was the salad? That ramen noodle salad. It's basically the same thing. The vinegar, you know, that's your Italian, kind of your Italian without the Italian seasoning in it. But they had a little bit of chicken bouillon. It gives just a little bit of elevated flavor. I added just a very little bit, like a quarter of a teaspoon in there. I think I like it. Pour this in, let's stir it. That is delicious. The only thing I would do different that as I was cutting it, I don't like the way onions taste like after they've been in a salad for the next day. Like they get real strong. Does anybody else notice that? So I should have put green onions in there. I probably would like that better. They'll be fine. It's just that I know tomorrow it's gonna go, ooh, that's really powerful, the oniony taste, but not terrible. I mean, winter. I like this salad a lot. Okay, so then this is from one of my viewers, Chandra Toblowski, a little while ago. She said she was going back through my older recipes and she found that we did chicken gyros, and she was going through and I'm like, we did make those a long time ago. It's been a while, so I've got the bread going. So she said, I love it. She said she's an expert. So Chandra, I'm gonna believe you. This is good. So what she's doing is she takes an English cucumber and you shred it. So I don't even have a shredder anymore, but I do a food processor. I'm gonna grind this up. So then since the food processor's out, I should just put the dried bread in there and make breadcrumbs, probably do that all at the same time. It's in the oven, I shut it off. So I'm gonna put this in there, grind it up, and then you put some salt in there, and then it brings out the liquid, and then I'll put it through. I don't have a cheesecloth, but what am I gonna use? I have no cheesecloth, but I do have, oh, you know what I could do? Maybe my little strainer. That's what I can use, like my sifter. That's what I can use and just kind of push it down. So we'll do that. And it says squeeze the liquid, it will just kind of smush it down. I think we can do that. So I'll put this in here and we'll grind it up. We'll make our own sauce. And the chicken's already done, so I don't have to worry about that. That's in the freezer, I just have to get it out. And I feel like they would just put that chicken, this sauce, and I've got lettuce. Easy. You can put tomato. I don't have any tomato and I do have onion. So we'll see what they want to add. Okay, that's more like shredded cucumbers. So let me go get my little strainer. We're gonna do it just a little different as we always do. So I'm just gonna pour this in here and put salt right on it. Okay, while it's dripping out there, I think that's a good idea, sticking it in there. I'm gonna take my bread pieces here and just put them in the food processor, see if they grind up. They're not super hard, but they'll be good. And I always put mine in the freezer. If I want to make it super dry, put it on a cookie sheet and bake it longer, or use my dehydrator. But if you don't get every little bit of moisture, it's gonna mold. And I did that with some spices and it got moldy, so I don't like that risk. So I'll just end up putting it in the freezer anyways. So I will just grind these up here. These will be nice because they'll all be seasoned and flavored. I was baking this, I was like, ooh, this tastes really good reheated. But that's okay. We got plenty to have. So let me just grind these up. So you can put this on a cookie sheet and like let it dry a little bit more, but again, I'm gonna put it in the freezer directly, so not a big deal. So I'll let this cool. Let me wash this up. I got chicken out of the freezer. This is grilled chicken that we cut with that meat slicer to cut real thin. So this is going to the refrigerator. I'll heat this up later. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, so her recipe is going to be authentic and good. Do it the right way. I'm doing with what I have. So this is an English cucumber shredded, a cup of Greek yogurt, a tablespoon of lemon juice, half a tablespoon of olive oil, 1 minced garlic clove, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, and chopped dill. And she said she can add mint to it. I guess I've never really added mint to anything. That might be something new to explore. All right, but as always, gotta do what you gotta do. So I have my own homemade yogurt. Like, would I say it's Greek? It could be because it's pretty thick. We've had this in my refrigerator for a long time. Like, look at that. Like, it's so good in here. So I'm gonna, let me measure. Do we have another measurement? Here's one. Just so we can get the right little measurements in here. I should be able to eyeball it and get a cup here. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing mine a cup of yogurt. Okay, then it's gonna be, I'll even do the measurements. Put you down here. It's gonna be a tablespoon of lemon juice. Oh. I was gonna use the measurements, I promise. And then it's gonna be half a tablespoon of olive oil. Half. Now garlic, I do not have a clove of garlic, so gonna have to use this. I know. Don't do bad. I just have to do what I gotta do. And sea salt. And then yes, you probably need chopped dill. We're using dill. Wait, I know. It's not the same. Gonna have to do with what I got. At one time I bought, they didn't have dill at the store, and I was making a lot of pickles, and so I bought freeze-dried dill. That was amazing. That was amazing for using stuff. I need to get some more of that. It's one of those things, like, I don't do cucumbers very often, and I just forget that. Oh yeah, I should get that. So I know it's the dried stuff. Oh no, it's not the same. So we're gonna mix this up, and then I'm gonna add my cucumber to it. I'm sure it'll taste just like tzatziki. I'm not a big yogurt person, so I kind of feel like that's why I veered away from this flavor. But because I still have that aftertaste of yogurt in there, but it does taste like tzatziki sauce, from what I remember. So let me add this cucumber in there. Now, to me, we make cucumber salad, and that tastes pretty much the same as cucumber salad. So if you don't think it's yogurt, it's good. Okay, so this will be a trial. Like, are my kids gonna like it? I don't know. That's really good though. not bad on the flavor. Can I put this in a container? I'll put it in the refrigerator. I'll keep rolling and see if our bread stuff is done. I just went in my refrigerator and I was thinking, I'm like, I should have filled up my squeezy bottle with chocolate syrup and realized there's an entire container of chocolate syrup in there that I feel like the kids did not know that I had. But that's okay. That's how it goes. So this is good. I'm letting this cool and then I'll put it away. Yeah, I'm like, I said to laugh. I'm like, there's a whole squeezy. So remind the kids. All right, I was just thinking about the making more for pizza for lunch, but as time goes on and what the kids have said, I'm like, I'm just gonna make enough for dinner tonight. They've got enough they can eat for lunch today. So I'm thinking, will this be a good dinner? I don't know. I don't know if everybody will love it. I can't see them all loving the tzatziki sauce, but maybe. I think they'll like the little bread. I think they will. And so what I'm gonna do is I'll have that with chicken. They can have the chicken, they can have it separate or whatever, have the bread plain, I don't care, but at least they'll try it. And then as a side, I'm gonna do the Celentano noodles and we'll make like buttered noodles with like garlic and Parmesan cheese. Like, yeah, just something simple. I'm like thinking it's gonna be over 100 with the heat index today, and I'm like, I think that's a good thing to do. Some days, I told you, this week's been a kind of a whatever week for me. Not whatever, but just kind of a ho-hum kind of week. So I feel like, you know what? That's my way of taking it easy. Like, that's a good thing. So I'm thinking, let's just keep it simple. Okay, let me take this out. Look at this. This is some soft dough. Okay, where's my little, I did buy one of these. And it can scrape out your bowl. I think people use them for, I don't even know why I never thought to do a bowl scraper. I see people do it with their, what's that fancy bread that we don't like? You know what I'm talking about? The one that I had, and then sourdough. The sourdough scraper, and I'm like, why would I not have one? A yeast scraper, why do I not have one of those? So I just never did over the years. I always just kind of picked it out. But this is good. I could put more flour in here. Let's see if we can get a little bit off of the flour. Just sticks a little bit, not too bad. This right here, this is the part that I was telling, I think you turn it to the left, it unscrews that, I'm pretty sure. And you'd probably hold the bottom if you had to. All right, look at that. We're just gonna do one batch. I can do one batch. So then for this stuff, what you do is you just roll it out like to a ball, like a pizza, like a round shape is what you want. So I'm thinking, and as you roll it out, it's gonna kind of want to get smaller, obviously, so you're gonna have to kind of pull it a little bit. Make it bigger than you want, but I think this will work. I'm thinking I'll just put them over here in my griddle and heat them up like I did yesterday with my biscuits, which wouldn't that be interesting if these turned out just like that? There's a thought, because when you make biscuit dough, it's not like the canned biscuits, so flatbread stuff is, or like flatbread, that's what it's called, flatbread tacos taste a little bit different. So interesting if this will be something everybody likes. Maybe if you add a little bit more butter to it. Learn something new every day. So I'm gonna turn my griddle on. It's gonna take some time. It's a big griddle. It takes a little bit to heat up. So I'm thinking, yeah, let me just let's go turn that up, clean up my mess here. We're doing great. And then that'll be it for me, right? Like, I don't have to do anything else. I'll just put it together tonight. I'll let you know either in the video if everybody loves it or if they did not. And then that way I can enjoy my afternoon with my kids because it's sunny. I'd love to go in the pool with them and just kind of chill as a mom in a summer day. All right, highly impressed already. I feel like my kids look at. I could let that cook a few more minutes longer. I feel like these are gonna be really good. They might even like them just as much as they like biscuits. I think the biscuits just have more butter in them, but maybe this will work. I don't need to put the oil down. I should not put any on there. I wasn't sure. I just want to make sure it didn't stick, so not bad. Okay, I feel like this stuff is gonna be very good. It's like squishy and soft. So I feel like that's actually gonna be a good little piece. So I'm gonna let you know here when dinner is served. And so I'm thinking, Maxine's like, let me back in, mommy. I took her back in the bedroom to her new little spot. She jumped up on the bench out the window, was looking. I'm like, puppy, this is all for you. So she might like sit up there because it's all sunshiny. She can see outside in the backyard. We'll see how it goes. And so I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, do some stuff with the kids, maybe go swim and enjoy some sunshine because it is sunning outside. And then I'll come back and we'll finish up dinner and life and all the above because we got a long day. It's only lunchtime right now, so I'll get a whole long day for life to keep going. Maddie wanted bologna, cheese, and fried eggs. Autumn wants a bagel with egg and cheese. Kevin Jensen wanted a bagel with bologna and egg. And then Steven just wants scrambled egg with bagel and cheese. So I have had a good afternoon. I got to get some editing done, spend some time with the kids, stuff like that. So now I'm on to dinner here. I have actually ate this. This is so good. The bean salad, over the top, delicious. That little bit of chicken bouillon is the key, I feel like. So what we're gonna do for our little gyros, I'm gonna show you when I create one. So I've got water boiling for pasta here, and then the chicken is right here. I just put a little bit of salt and pepper in there. It's good because it's got seasons from the when I was on the grill. And in the oven, I put the flatbread tacos. So I will just put those together here when it's close to dinner, which is in just a little bit here. And then we're gonna do pasta with butter noodles. Anybody else have that? And garlic. Easy. Made a little salt and pepper and put Parmesan if they want. So easy dinner. All right, so you have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow, we'll get some more food today. Food for the weekend, I know what I'm gonna make tomorrow, so I'm already on it. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.